Texas and Florida once again leading the list of states that most Americans are moving to. U-Haul's 2025 Growth Index shows the top 5 are all Republican-led and in the South. So where are these people moving from? That was Larry Kudlow. They're leaving blue states like California, Illinois, New Jersey, New York, and Massachusetts. Well, Larry, it sounds like you want to say something about this topic. So what do you think about the U-Haul index and where we're moving and what it means for America and growth in the economy?
It's telling you a story, isn't it? It's telling you a very important story where people are moving to. And I don't know all the details behind this thing, but just looking, taxes correlate very highly with this. It's not the only thing, but they correlate very highly. And I was just thinking, the Wall Street Journal article a couple years ago, in New York State, which was one of the losers, state and local taxes, not federal, state and local taxes in New York is 14.6%. Yeah. I believe that was the number. It's an old Wall Street Journal article. And it also showed how Florida had more people, but half the budget, spent half on Medicaid. But 14.6% is higher than zero. So you do, hope this comes up in the election, Bruce Blakeman versus Hochul. Texas, Dallas, state and local tax rate is 0.
Yeah, I know.
Miami, Dade County, and the other growth areas in Florida, state and local income tax rate is, wait for it, 0. 0 is less than 14.6. Now, I don't know. These are all, Carolinas brought it down. Tennessee, 0. Tennessee income tax, 0. Tennessee's fabulous. Maybe it's the hottest state in the country, Nashville and so forth. South Carolina. So, you know, somebody should say that, like 14.6.
Can I make a point?
Higher than 0.
I was always worried post-pandemic that, because these are all blue states that people are fleeing, some of them are sensible and some of them were wokesters who just felt like they were paying too much and so they wanted to go to greener pastures. But I have a few wokester friends who moved to Florida who can't stand the influx of, I will call them sensible people, and now want to leave Florida because they say that, you know, it's just been completely infiltrated. And so there's a period of time when I was worried that they were going to turn that state purple, bringing their vote down there. But they're actually getting pushed out ideologically. They can't stand it.
It's become more red, Florida. I mean, almost embarrassingly red. Place like North Carolina, purple state, red state now. Even South Carolina, red state, less red. I mean, Lindsey Graham always has trouble running for the Senate. That's because he's so goofy. But, you know, Texas, every year or every other year, all the lefties say, this is the year we're going to carry Texas. No, they don't.
Yeah.
No.
It's not even. The mayor of Dallas is a Democrat who turned Republican. I believe he's African-American. And he's been welcoming people to Dallas, right? Stock exchange developing in Dallas. Bankers, we all know Jamie Dimon, J.P. Morgan, more of them in Texas than there are now in New York. We've talked about that lots and lots and lots. Florida, too, right? Stock exchange, technology. Jeb Bush is involved in a whole consortium in some kind of Miami high-tech stock exchange. We're losing it here in New York. We're 14.6 versus 0.
Yeah, so Dagan, Taylor, I'm going to chuck it to you. We don't have much time left for this block, but you know, this whole, like, move Wall Street down to Texas thing.
Yeah.
You think that's going to happen?
You know what I do like?
You guys have views on this.
Maybe not the Wall Street or Y'all Street, but what I do like is the stuff that's going on in Delaware and certain individual companies reincorporating to Texas. Tesla was one of them. There's a few other that slipped my mind. And that isn't, we're all electronic trading anyway, so I don't really care about Wall Street. But I do like to see where businesses are incorporated.
Okay.
A majority, largely still in Delaware. Absolutely. Is that going to change overnight? No. Is it going to take 5 or 10 years? Maybe longer.
Yeah, but the people.
But I do like that it's starting just a little bit.
It is electronic, but the people behind that, the sales force, the administration, even if AI reduces the need for it, you still have lots of people. You got people to fix stuff and the technical people. Then you got the salespeople. Then you got the bankers that come and rely on that. And they're building homes like crazy. I mean, homes are not cheap down there. because
not.
but they're building housing. It's not Steve Schwartzman and Blackstone. It's private builders getting rich because of the influx of people going to the Sun Belt.
They're getting rich because the homes are being sold at a very rich price. If you're moving, the biggest issue is the cost of living in this place. And Florida, I speak from personal experience. If you look at home prices, the cost of insurance, what you're really paying to live down there, Florida is no longer a money saver. It is no longer a money saver for most people who would want to live down there. I know people, and it's not for political reasons.
It depends, though.
Who are moving out. They're moving back to South Carolina and North Carolina. You might, if you go down there, okay, so you can't afford a home because you're not rich and you got to deal with hurricanes and insurance. So you choose condo life. Well, condo life is unpredictable and scary. You get these forced reserves. People running your condo board who are dumb with money, and then you get a bunch of unexpected bills.
That doesn't sound
Pick
good.
a different state.
This is the zero sum, Dagan.
I say this from experience.
I mean, she lived
Pick
it. I don't know.
a different
Dagan, I know
state.
lots of people. It all depends on where you live. I do agree that insurance can be high in Florida. I agree with that. On the other hand, not everybody lives in Palm Beach or Fort Lauderdale down there. When you start going upstate, it's much different and it's less expensive. And now they're moving into the Panhandle, one of the hottest places.
$1 million ranch house in Tallahassee is not worth $1 million.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends.
No.
I mean, you can say that. People are moving into Jacksonville. It's a hot place. I just think
the homes are overpriced in all of those places, Larry.
All right, guys, I'm gonna
take just
last
here,
thought, real quick.
Just take a look at the numbers. All right, take a look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. Whatever the costs are, people are moving there. So that tells you it's not it may be out of control for some people. I don't, I'm not here to do class warfare analysis. But this has been holding. Now, Texas is probably the hottest thing in the country
Texas
right
is
now.
hot.
Going to Highland Park,
But
Larry.
I'll put a vote in for Tennessee. I'll put a vote in for Tennessee.
Except Oracle
This is
just
remarkable.
pulled up stakes and moved from Austin to Nashville.
There's Tennessee
I just
for you.
said.
All right, I got to
Tennessee's
U-haul
the
us
hottest
out of this
place.
block, guys. We're getting the U-haul out. We're going to the next block.